Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you all being here. Bless you.
Do you?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hey, oh yeah, you too, Norbeez, you too. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you had a beautiful day, a marvelous day at that. I hope you got a raise at work. If not, I hope you got a raise at home.
Hey, try to be more center because it kind of looks like you're putting your head on my arm.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you make your picture smaller? Every time we go live, bro, your picture's getting bigger and bigger. Pretty soon, I'm not even going to be there. I'm not even going to be a part of my own show. Dang,
I'm about to do that
Norbeez.
right now.
You see the way you are, dog? You guys, look it. Tell him something. Tell him something. I'm slowly fading away from my own podcast, man. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Get it. Forget it. All right. Anyways, welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you guys all being here. Let me see the chat. Hold up. I didn't even
Shout
get
out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. We got Mary Lou. We got Julie Ochoa. We got La Mexi. I took a nap earlier. We got Smear Gang. We got also I said Mary Lou. We got Niner Gang. We got the one and only Lisa Duran Carrillo over here. Over there on Twitch, we got Guppy AZ and we got Zaku in there. We also got Zaid. Shout out to everybody that's on Twitch. Also, we got on YouTube, Pelon, Tweety, Sal, Zapata, Buff Fingers, Eileen Barajas. We also got one and only Pues. We got TTV Taco. Bob.
That's right.
We also have Infinity Carranza is in the house. That's right.
Shout out to Infinity.
We got Sal. We got
Hey, you know what? Special shout out to everybody that put their picture or a picture on their little YouTube.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that has put up a profile. Shout out to 805 Plumbing. I see him.
That's right.
Right there, he's got that clean haircut with the goatee. That's right.
Oh, he has a real picture up?
Yeah, he's got a real picture.
Homie, appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
it's just we want to see how you look too. You know what I mean? A lot of people just come in here with fake profiles and stuff. You know? And
yeah, we want to know who you guys are. Well, how do you guys look like? Shout out to Marijuana Man over there on Twitch. Shout out to you.
There. Okay, go ahead. Go. Give some more shout outs, bro. Give some more shout outs.
Okay, let me go to the ones that got in here first. Shout out to Aguirre, Iron Pens. I couldn't read that one right, but okay.
Where is it at?
We got Punch Tattoos.
Shout out to Punch Tattoos.
We got Angel Dust.
Appreciate you, homie. What's up, Angel Dust? I see you. Lisa Duran Carrillo. I appreciate you too.
We got Carlos Ceballos.
That's right. Eileen Barajas. You said Eileen?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. That's one of the girls that everybody's fighting over right here.
We got Juntao.
What's up, Nadine? Welcome in, Nadine Rootster. Tweety. Shout out to the homie Tweety right there in Pelon. Smear Gang, Zapata Vive, Niner Gang member. TTV Taco, appreciate you, homie. Welcome in.
Don't forget Celabuda Loco.
Oh, we're Celabuda Loco. Hey, I need to get back to Celabuda. Please remind me.
Shout out to Team Mexico and the Rambling Podcast and Ranting with Ramos.
That's right. Shout out to them. What's up, Bob? I see you in here too. And pues. I wanted a. Oh shit! Why is my thing on? Is it paused or what? Or is it just me? Oh, it is just you. It is just me.
Oh, yeah, I know it's you.
Shut it. Anyways, I just want to apologize for my absence from the rock show. I wasn't able to make it, but my uncle did make it, I heard. So I heard you guys had a good show.
He was a great guy.
How was that show?
Oh, he was amazing. Honestly, I wish he was here instead of you.
Oh, dang, you're a hater, fool. You're a straight hater, Norbeez. Why are you hating on me?
Well, you know what? He brings a whole type of energy. He makes a whole vibe different than when you're here.
Are you saying that I don't bring a vibe?
I'm saying that your vibe is different. You know, I've gotten used to you. You know, he's a new flavor, and you could say he's the flavor of the
flavors, month. Huh? All right, calling men. Hey, you guys heard it right here. If any trolls are in here, you know, are looking at my podcast right here, and you want to clip that, go ahead, homie. I'm gonna give that one a pass. Norbeez calling men flavors. I don't know about you. You're questionable.
Well, he was a fun guy, Marvelous. I mean, I don't know.
There you go, fun guy. All right, that's cool. How long did the show last? Did it last?
Yeah, it lasted 2 hours. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that he was able to go that long.
It's getting worse, Norbeez.
What?
Just stop talking. Stop talking. The chat's gonna go in on you, bro.
You know, I can see that the age, the time hasn't been good to him. So I give him his credit for
Oh yeah, he has a long backstory. I'm actually gonna be interviewing him pretty soon, so we're gonna get his old backstory of how his rocker days and how he grew up. He
Yeah.
grew up in a trailer and back of his. He still stays right
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, he stays in a
I don't
trailer.
think he told me he didn't really go into his background so much.
Oh yeah, well we're gonna be interviewing him soon, so stay tuned for that interview with
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. Shout out to Truth Hurts. You know what? That show unfortunately was too good that YouTube actually took it down completely.
They're haters, huh? You guys, look at how YouTube does it.
We couldn't even show it to our members on that one.
But the second part is up, right?
The second part is up where you could see like I guess like a preview of what it was.
Okay. There's a couple of songs, right?
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes.
All right.
But yeah, you could see that part. The entirety of the show. No, YouTube said no. You guys got way too many.
Yeah, there was a lot of
high power.
Hey, so we're
tracks.
gonna be doing a part 2 on Thursday of the Rocker Show because there's a lot of super chats that got dropped and I didn't get to read them. And remember, I told you guys nobody gets left behind right here. So I will be asking my uncle to do a part 2 of that show for Thursday. Wednesday, I already have my oldie list together. I hope you guys have your oldie list together. We're gonna be doing the oldie show on Wednesday. And Norbeez, you want to tell everybody or explain to them, for those that are new, about the music episodes, how we do them live for their first time, and then we drop it to members only, and because so on and so forth.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. At the beginning of the show, it does go for the public. We play it out for them until we start getting flagged, either by the haters or YouTube just happens to start picking it up. And then we do move over to members only for YouTube. The Twitch still does run in that one. Thankfully, we don't get flagged on that one. So that's pretty much how it is. So if you want to continue on YouTube, you got to become a member. But with also being a member, you get access to all the mostly the oldie shows and some and the funk shows. Those are there.
And the walkarounds that we do, like when we're
and the walkarounds that Marvelous does. That he doesn't invite me, but he somehow gets a camera guy to go with him.
You're always
shout out to the Jedi.
Yeah, shout out to the Jedi. Jedi, tell the truth, homie. What happens with this guy whenever I invite him somewhere? Anyways, you have any announcements?
Aside from that, I think you're back on Twitch. Your lives are back up on Twitch again.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry, on TikTok.
Oh yeah. So we're able to go live again. We got flagged for the rap episode that we did. I guess for what the words are saying in the rap. I don't know what, but anyways, yeah, we're able to go live on TikTok again. So we will be doing that. I got a lot of good stuff to speak about tonight. I have some notes right here for you guys. So if you guys want to take your own notes and be more aware, I would appreciate that because start to wake yourself up from all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. We're in some crazy times right now, and a lot of stuff, if not too much stuff, is taking place for you to focus on one thing. So we're gonna be touching on a lot of those things tonight. What else, Norbeez?
Aside from that, I do want to point out, guys, I need you guys to get along, especially you moderator guys. You guys are important to us, so it's really important that you guys get along because you guys are the ones that maintain the chat and make sure that it's running cool and we don't have stupid spammers. So I really would appreciate if all of you guys got along. Right, Marvelous?
Yeah, of course. Who's not getting along? I haven't heard nothing, but I hope you guys are getting along. Shoot.
Definitely. Because all of you guys are important to us, and I would hate to see you guys argue over things that we really shouldn't be arguing about.
All right, cool. So we're gonna get through some of the questions, or I'll try to get through all of the questions, and then we're gonna get into our main topics. Okay, so go for it, Norbeez.
All right, as always, first comes first serve. We got the first one from Face Reality 9762. Do you think the Aztecs were wrong for sacrificing? Ooh,
are you're reading them from backwards, huh? From bottom to top?
I'm reading from
okay.
the first
Okay, my bad. Do I think again
Do
the Aztecs
you
were wrong for sacrificing?
do you think the Aztecs were wrong for sacrificing?
Okay, so here's my thoughts. Okay, and I don't want my opinion to be your opinion, so you
Mm.
come up with your own conclusion. Um, I think that half of what we know about the Mexica, right, and even Inca and Maya, is false. Okay, I know that um, a lot of our codex have been rewritten. I know that. I know there is an original set of some surviving, but I know that they have been rewritten and our story retold. Okay, and I don't believe, me personally, that we did most of that grunt work or dirty work that they say that we did, as in sacrificial offerings. And because a lot of our offerings today, and when I speak about a sacrifice is a something that you desire here, right? If it's gonna come to any shedding of DNA, I want to say, I'm trying to keep it PG. It would come from an animal, right?
Mm.
Unless it's a subset group that is doing some kind of Babylonian worship. Okay. Now, what we do know is that on the other side of the world, right? The other side of the flat earth, that they did that. They did that for the benefit of the DNA in young people. We know that they did that. We know that they still do that. So the stuff that they tell us that we did, as in sacrificial offerings, I don't believe a lot of it. What I do believe in sacrificing is it was from, with animals, and it was giving offerings and stuff that we gave to the earth. And they do it today. There's videos in Maya, right? Tribes. You go to Peru, you go to South America, and even some indigenous tribes today in the Americas, right? And in Mexico, your offering would be certain stuffs like tinsel, or certain just certain items that you would gather up as a family. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't always. I think you touched on that last time, didn't you?
Yeah,
Norbeez?
yeah.
And what did you say last time? You remember what you said?
You know what? I don't remember. I mean,
Well, what I'm saying is, like, I think one of the questions last time was similar to that. Is what it was something to do with that effect. I don't know exactly what the person asked, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
And then you spoke on I think was in your where you come from, Oaxaca.
oh yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, that where we gave fruits.
Okay.
We gave flowers.
Exactly.
You know.
So back to the earth, right? That's your offering. But I mean, they come and they tell us that we're savages. They come and tell us that we didn't know how to dress, or we had just like a loincloth. And I mean, it's just it's crazy to me, because you put one of our tribal members against one of their tribal members, or even in colonial times, right? When they were colonizing the Americas, I mean, they came practically in dresses, with white wigs and makeup and blush and all that. And imagine, for an indigenous man, a warrior that is out here in the forest, you know what I mean? A hunter gatherer, looking at this man come with makeup and a you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You get that picture, and it's like, dang,
They got the pink cheeks already. The super white.
You know what I'm saying?
Makeup. Yeah.
Like in the movie, what's that movie called with Mel Gibson?
Patriot.
The Patriot.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah, the Patriot. You know what I'm saying? When he's doing that whole trading with the not the captured soldiers.
yeah. He's with the British,
and he takes the dogs from that dude.
Yeah.
But
that was a good one.
I think that a lot of our story, and why they call it his story, our story has been manipulated and changed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I tell people, Marvelous, that you really got to think about it. If we were able to build pyramids, tell where the stars are at, bring education, free education, and figure out a sewer system of sorts, and figure out crops, genetically modify them. If we could make all these things, do you really think in our minds with all that stuff that we created, do you think to a certain point we came up with the idea? Wait a minute. If we take out a heart and offer it, maybe rain will come. That'll do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You look at their stuff that they do,
Yeah.
right? And their offerings to Moloch,
Yeah.
their offerings to Semiramis, their offerings to Ares, Mars, Saturnalius. You look at all the stuff that they do, and that's what they did. That's what they did.
Yeah.
You look at us as a people, as raza.
Yeah.
We're pretty humble people, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until we get pushed.
Until we get pushed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, our migration, homie, which we're still on our migration. People don't realize that we're still on our migration story. We're still migrating. It has settled down from being a massive group of thousands to less than hundreds now. Now you just have single. You have your son moving out. You got your daughter moving away. Creating her whole family.
Yeah.
When it was a massive migration story, and in our migration story, we were humble. We were still breaking bread.
Yeah.
We were trading. You know what I mean? We were trading linens. We were trading crops. And we were happy and humble to show you.
Yeah.
Look at this is what our Creator has provided for us. He's humbled us. He showed us how to pray.
Yeah.
How our dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I don't know though. What do you think, man? How do you feel knowing that some of the other races are in not competition, but they're in a race to multiply? And I say this because I don't know if you heard about what's happening in New Jersey with there's a Jewish village there where all the couples there are popping out like 10 babies.
Oh, really?
Per couple. Like it seems like they're purposely having a lot of children. Now, do you think that might be a way of them trying? Because so far, right now, we are the majority because we've been pushing babies.
Oh, look at what you're saying. Right now, we're the majority. We've always been the majority, bro. Not just right now.
Okay, yeah, I take that back. We've always been the majority.
Yeah.
But now, I think that they're trying to figure out, if we want to compete with these people that if we want to take their land, we're gonna have to have more babies than they are.
Well, look at it's a whole and we're gonna touch on that too. It's a whole systematic way of thinking.
Yeah,
a whole systematic way of thinking, bro. They got all these other countries. You got Iran, you got Iraq, you got all of Saudi Arabia. If not other entities like Russia.
Yeah.
You got Germany.
Yeah.
And all these wars that so-called America is involved in, right? Or skirmishes. You got all these countries, states, mad at America, right? But who is America? Who is America? They'll tell you that America is a melting pot of all different ethnicities and cultures, right? But it's not.
With plenty of Hispanics and Latins.
Yeah, exactly.
Latinos.
Exactly. A Grecian word, right? And it's not, bro. This is actually an indigenous land, with the majority of that being indigenous people, right? Especially over here on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Of course, over there in New York and stuff like that. But a majority, you still got güeros colonizing from the East Coast, bro. Yeah. When I went over there to Maryland, you got all those people own land, homie. They all got acres of land. Acres. They got farmland. They got farmland. They got all that stuff that they have supposedly established. They call it, and now they're in so many generations into their family's lineage here.
Yeah.
That they're believing that this is their land and that's it, and they don't come from nowhere else. They never arrived here on a boat. This is theirs.
Never immigrants.
They won it fair and square. You know what I'm saying? And then when wars start, they use our people first in line to go fight that war.
Sure do.
So who are those countries mad at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't understand that, bro. That this is still chosen land. They're not humbling themselves to where they have came to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep, no, I
Go
agree.
ahead, bro.
All right, next one's from Ninja Magic 187 says Texas foods got cerebral palsy when they saw the post for tonight's show.
Oh my God.
Ouch. We got Clarissa Durcio that says, does Norbeez claim Texas foods as part of his tribe?
What the heck?
You know what? Actually, there is one guy in Texas that is part of my tribe. I don't think he claims it.
Nino America.
No, he's that one guy that one guy that's from the military. He always talks about cultura. He's mostly on TikTok.
I don't know. Bro.
Wait, what's his name?
I don't know.
Wander something.
Oh, Wayward Son?
Wayward Son. Yeah,
Okay.
Wayward Son is actually from my tribe.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think he knows it because he did say that his ancestor is Benito Juarez, which Benito Juarez is part of my tribe.
Mm.
But I never heard him actually, call himself part of our tribe. So, but there's that guy. He's from Texas.
Okay.
So that's it. So, but yeah, I guess I do. All right. Next one from Aldo Hernandez. He says, question. Do you think that if the Iran war continues, the government might cut the ICE budget and allocate it to the war? Also, the ICE immigration detention warehouse facilities be used for the Iran war draft dodgers?
Okay, let me answer the first part real quick.
Okay.
And then you could ask me the second part again, okay? And then you could touch on the first. You wanna speak on the first part, or I'll do it, whatever you want.
No, go right ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you touch on the second part.
All right.
So here's where we get into the manipulation of shit. Okay, excuse my language, but there is no budget. Okay, remember that. You need to get that through your head. There's no such thing as a budget. There's no such thing as your tax money going to law enforcement. Your tax money going into fixing the street. When they want something done, they do it. They accomplish it. They set a plan, set a goal, talk to certain people, that are heads of corporations, get stuff at a reduced rate, which is if you need asphalt, if you need batons or you need new cars for the PDs or sheriff's department. They get it done. There's no such thing as a budget. They want you to believe that there's a budget. There's only a little bit to spend on this and a little bit to spend on that. But a majority of the money goes to what they see what their agenda is, right? Like NASA. NASA gets how much money a year, right? How much money does NASA? Can you Google that? How much money? I have it in my phone. But anyways, and you don't even need to look it up. My bad. But they want you to believe in that things have a budget. We only have so much funding for this, or we only have so much funding for the school system's curriculum, right? We're going to get into that too. Curriculum.
It's $24.4 billion.
Right. But they don't have no money for no homeless. They don't got no money for substance abuse. And if they fix those things, you know what I'm saying? The communities will become better. They will thrive, but they don't want that. They don't want that. So they tell you there's a budget. There's only so much. We don't have enough money. What are we going to do? Hire another or vote for another council member? Pass another law? Well, it's because this is in your community. But they don't tell you who's putting it in your community. They don't tell you that they have enormous bank accounts. These people travel the world, man. They travel the world. It's like I've touched on this plenty of times on this show, maritime law. I've touched on different definitions of words that we don't know about. They don't teach us that in school. They teach us how to formulate. They teach us how to become part of that system. They teach us how to what's the word I'm looking for? They literally uneducate us, and they throw us into a cycle of what they call education, and we learn everything that they want us to know. Literally, it's called the curriculum. Those principals, teachers get a curriculum. They're told what they can teach you and how to say it, and all you got to do is repeat it. That's all you got to do to pass. You got to repeat what they're telling you. That's literally, you're not studying or nothing like that. You're repeating what that teacher or educator is telling you. They don't teach you nothing about etymology. We touched on that when you got here, Norbeez, etymology, right? They don't teach you about numerology. They don't teach you about electromagnetic frequency. They don't teach you about that, you know? And then when you do want to learn something that maybe holds a little bit of substance, then you got to pay for it. You got to pay for that. Just like food. You know what I'm saying? They could offer you so much food, you know, give you free food programs. Well, I remember when I was a kid, they used to get the local school Humphreys used to give free food summer. It was for the summer program they had. And that free food was all this nasty stuff, the same school food that they give you during school. You know, that dried up pizza, that old milk, you know, watered down milk, that juice that isn't even real juice. You know, they give you a what? They give you a stale hamburger, some dried up fries. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff was healthy or beneficial to us, but they gave it to us and they said they were doing something for us. But what were they doing? What were they doing? We could humble ourselves as all we want to say, you know what? They were helping us. We didn't have nothing to eat and they gave us food. But was that food beneficial to your body? Did that food create growth in your system? Or did it make you a little bit more unhealthy with the stuff that you couldn't process? The stuff that didn't pass through your system. It gave you diabetes today. It gave you high cholesterol that you now got. You know? It's you got to really like sit back and think what's going on. What is happening in our food? All our food is, you know, old. It's rotten. It's not real. It's not organic. You know, we're consuming. You know, whether it's food, whether it's television, all this stuff is just, we're so distracted with everything. You know what I'm saying? And not even that, you're busy working. You know, so you don't even got time to sit down and look up ingredients in what's in your milk. What's your cheese made out of? You know, what does that bologna have inside of it? You know, what's inside of a hot dog until years later, 20 years later, 30, 40 years later, then you see some video of some dude that just happened to put it under a microscope because he wanted to know the ingredients of it. And all you see is parasites. And you're like, damn, I used to eat that when I was a kid. This cereal's not real? It's not real? What do you mean? You know? So it's just, you know, what was the question again, bro? I just went off. My bad. What was the question again?
Do you like burritos or tacos?
No, it wasn't that question. Bro, be serious.
I'm sorry. All right. The question was, do you think that if the Iran war continues, the government might cut the ICE budget?
Oh, the budget. Yeah.
To the war?
My bad. Yeah, so the budget, that's just a systematic way of thinking. There's no such thing as a budget. They got money for their agendas. They got money to fix things. You know what I'm saying? They got money to provide to certain communities, but they want the rich being richer, the poor being poorer, and you being distracted while they take your land from you and enslave you mentally and physically. And physically, don't forget that, because you are a captive. There's certain things that you can't do while living in a free country. You know what I'm saying? They stop your traveling. They stop anything that you do. You have to identify yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't believe in that budget thing, homie. I just don't at all. Go for it, Norbeez.
All right. As far as the second question, it was also the ICE immigration detention warehouse facilities be used for the Iran war draft dodgers. I don't believe we'll probably get to the point where we'll do any kind of draft. Hopefully not. But if anything, I think this might be a place that, aside being used for our people, but also being used to possibly, I don't know, maybe start that narrative that, you know, Muslims need to be kept inside while this whole war is going on.
Muslims need to be kept inside?
You know how they did to the Japanese here?
Okay, internment camps.
Internment camps, yeah. Turn them into internment camps, and on the basis that, you know, because they're Muslim, you know, they're a danger to the country.
So I think on one of the episodes, I told you to beware of those sleeper cells and stuff that they're gonna.
It's interesting, that you would say that, because that is something that apparently the FBI is talking about right now.
Yeah, and you know, when they talk about something, what a coincidence something happens, right? Think. Somebody that wants to do something is gonna do it. Okay, you don't go on social media, you don't go on a news station, on a news network, and broadcast that's going to happen, because you're going to wake that up in somebody. You're going to speak that into existence. I'm not going to go tell my enemy and sit, and here I go with the neighborhood shit. But neighborhood wise, I'm not going to go and tell somebody from a rival barrio, hey, you know what? I think they're going to come back and what you call it. I don't want to say that. I don't want to put that thought in their head, because what if they're not even thinking that? What if they're weenies? But now I just provoked them to do it. It's like telling your kid, don't be from a gang, and you provoke that thought into his head, and now he wants to be a gang member just because you told him no. You know what I'm saying? You don't go do that. You look for who's being what do you call it? Who's being manipulated, or who's who really believes in that faith, or we'll say religion, right? The Muslim, and a radical has a radical mindset. So they're gonna look at your social media. They're gonna tap your phones, which they're already tapped, looking at your text messages. They're gonna look at all that, and they're gonna rate you. They're gonna rate you at a certain degree on your combatancy, on your threat level, and they're gonna execute that. They're gonna go get them. There's gonna be raids. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna take that on the hush. They're gonna do it in silence. They're not gonna go broadcast it. That's all media. I gave you the definition. Norbeez gave you the definition of what media was last time, right? This is all Babylonian worship. This is all wordplay. They use a lot of wordplay. We'll touch on that too in a little bit.
That's getting really big too, about the wordplay.
They use all that wordplay. They use propaganda. They call Iran. Listen, we just talked about this before we started the show. What is one word they always use when they consider somebody a combatant? And I'm talking about a state or country. They use the word regime.
Oh, yeah.
Regime. The Iranian regime. You know, what did you say earlier? The cartel regime, or what did you say?
The Maduro regime.
Yeah, the regime. They always say that, and that word regime, that sparks something in you.
It's gonna be Mexico soon. It's gonna be
what I'm saying?
The Claudia regime.
That sparks something in you. You know what I'm saying? That word. They use wordplay with you, and now you think that's a big old. What do you think when you hear regime? Is it a good word?
No.
You know what I'm saying? You get bothered by that word right away. It's somebody that's your enemy, a regime that's trying to overthrow or insert themselves in your communities and take over with their propaganda, right?
Right.
All right, go for it, bro.
All right, we're gonna go with next question is gonna be from Chosen. Says, please talk about nutrition to build muscles, and also any vitamins or supplements that help muscles grow.
All right, Norbeez, how do you make your muscles grow? Let's let Norbeez answer this health question.
Now, when I was strength training, what I would take would be I would always go with the whey mix, whey proteins shakes, and for the most part, also just any type of chicken. I mean, those were the go-to.
What makes you think that chicken is healthy, Norbeez?
Well, based on just workout, let
me ask you that question one more
workout.
time. Let me ask you that question one more time and think about this question, bro. What made you ever think that chicken was healthy for you?
Well, I didn't say healthy.
I just asked you that.
No. Oh, you're asking me.
I asked you that. That was what I asked you, bro.
Oh, okay.
Whatever made you think that chicken was healthy?
I never really saw it as a health thing. Like I said, it was mostly for the protein thing. And I say that because, I based it off of bodybuilders, people that do those kinds of workouts. And for the most part, they seem to always eat chicken breast, that is. Okay.
So what makes a person strong?
You mean like physically strong?
The weight of the muscle that they carry?
Well, if you want to get technical from the things I've seen, there's a white muscle. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Okay.
There's a white muscle that's actually the reason why you're able to actually have strength.
You know what? You know why I ask you these questions, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, so I want to apologize, bro.
Yeah.
But I ask you these questions because you've been on this podcast.
Yeah.
And every podcast that we do, educational, is literally schooling. It's literally schooling, bro. Yeah. So I ask you in the aspect of getting an answer on what you learned here.
Oh, okay.
But
all
you
right.
still give me answers that are out of And I want you to.
Well,
and I want you to. But I'm
Yeah,
also
yeah.
asking you because I want to see how much you're paying attention to everything that we speak on, bro.
Okay,
Because I know
okay.
you don't see me, and I'm not saying I'm a teacher at all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the best educator. I know everything. I'm not saying that, bro, at all. But I'm saying everything that I've showed you,
Yeah.
nothing has been a lie.
No.
Everything is, I tell you to look up words, it's factual. I tell you that this is going to happen, it happens.
Yeah.
I tell you definitions of words, you look them up, it's the same. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
We're talking about chicken now.
Chicken. Yeah.
So where did you get it in your head that chicken was healthy for you?
I didn't say healthy.
But I'm asking the question.
But you're making an accusation that I'm
no,
telling
because
you.
you're saying that you eat this and you've seen bodybuilders do this, and now you're saying that that's where strength comes from.
Well,
And I'm gonna break it down right now. My bad. With all respect, I'm gonna break it down.
Wait. The question was how to grow muscle.
Okay.
Not how to be stronger.
Okay, but what does muscle come from? What is muscle?
I mean, amino acids.
Okay, but where does it come from? Where does any protein come from, homeboy?
Well, I mean, that's built by your body.
Muscle's built by your body.
Yes.
Protein.
Yes.
Where do you consume protein? Your body just doesn't produce it by itself alone, homie.
Well, okay. So again, like I said, that this was how I was thinking before. Remember,
And that's what I want. I want you to answer it.
I said how I was thinking before, and I believe that it's a lot different. The more you understand, and like I said, that was what I saw before, where I saw a lot of trainers that were strong,
Okay.
and that was their diet. So that's where I picked it up from. So for me, it's more like if you're doing it and it's working for you, then maybe that there's something to it.
Okay, look it. This is what I'm.
And again, this is
Let me break it down,
how
bro.
I saw it.
Look,
Again, how I saw it.
This is what I'm breaking down.
Yeah.
And it could go hand in hand, bro, with being rich and being wealthy.
Yeah.
There's two different things.
Yeah.
There's things of having building body muscle,
Yeah.
and there's a difference between strength, homie.
Yeah.
You could not have all those muscles and shit and lift a gang of weight because you're strong. Your frequency vibration is strong. Like I tell you about, we talked about chi in the feelings video, right? When you get that, say you're losing a fight, homie, Navato has you in a headlock, and all of a sudden, you know, when you were a kid or whatever, homie, and your brothers are picking on you or whatever, and they were, you know, beating you down, and all of a sudden you got this big burst of energy.
Like adrenaline.
Exactly. Strength, pure frequency vibration, homie. Not the consumption of something that you believe is protein or you believe is healthy.
Gotcha.
Because
gotcha.
what is chicken? We were talking about chicken. What is chicken?
Animal.
Is it a natural animal? Is it a pure animal? Or is it a man-made animal? Why are you looking like that?
Because I'm trying to figure out what do you mean man-made animal?
Where does a chicken come from, homie? Did God make a chicken?
Well, I mean, here we actually have
Answer. No, wait. Don't do that. We're not talking about a turkey. Did God make a chicken, homie?
I'm gonna say yes. God made a
You
chicken.
are?
God
Look
made
up where a chicken comes from so we could break it down.
All right. Chat, let me know.
I'm glad.
Chat, let me know.
We've gone over this before.
Chat, let us know what you guys think if you think God created chicken.
And I'm still gonna get to a point right now. Because a real organic animal that Creator has made for us to sustain ourselves, to create a higher electric current, right? That's beneficial to us. But something that's man-made does not have no organic matter in it, bro. That's not protein. That's not protein.
All right, so it says here the chicken, also scientifically called the Gallus domesticus, is a domesticated form of the red jungle fowl.
Thank you.
Originally a native of South Asia.
Okay.
It was domesticated around 8,000 years ago and is one of the most common and widespread domesticated animals in the world.
Yes, man-made, homie. Man-made. So where would you get protein from a chicken? It's like saying I ate a cow today, right? Mm-hmm. And that cow had so much protein in it. I'm so strong. No, you're not. That cow ate grain. It wasn't grass-fed, and it wasn't bred right, homie. It has stress in it. You ate that stress. You didn't eat protein.
Okay.
That cow that eats real grass,
Yeah.
that eats real stuff,
Yeah.
that cow got the first stage of protein, bro, which comes from the photosynthesis of the sun, the carbon. That's what the protein is. That's what you should be eating.
Yeah. But again, we're talking about muscle growth. Muscle growth, not strength.
Yes, this is what we're talking about, bro. We're talking about, do you want a bunch of muscles and still pass away from that heart attack? Or do you want real strength and sustain yourself for as many years possible? What do you want, Norbeez?
I don't think he's talking about like full-time bodybuilder.
I'm not talking about either, bro. I'm not talking about that either. Read the.
Why would he die for? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Because we're getting into health, bro, and having muscles isn't healthy. Eating chicken isn't healthy. Which your definition of what protein is not healthy, homie. That's,
I said that was a pass. I said that was a pass.
No, but the way you answer, people take it literally. And I'm asking you because I want your real opinion. I'm not trying to change it, bro. You know I'm not.
Yeah.
But I want to see how much you're getting out of this show, homie. I know you do all this, what you do.
Yeah.
But how much are you getting, homie? If I'm not here tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
If I'm not here tomorrow, how are you going to continue to live your life? Eating Taco Bell, believing that chicken has protein, believing that muscles. Wait, stop. But seriously, bro.
No, you're putting words in my mouth.
You know what I'm saying?
You're putting words in my mouth. Yes, you are.
I'm going based off the answers that you're giving. I
literally said the pass. In the past,
no, but
look what I thought.
No, homie, because I just asked you a question of what chicken was, and you said chicken. Oh, God made chicken, and you just read that he didn't.
Wait. Okay, you're saying because it got domesticated from the red jungle fowl, right?
Yeah, they're two animals that shouldn't have bred, homie. Just like a liger or a tigon. Those animals didn't get. Did God or Creator tell men to be with men?
Wait. What did it get mixed in with?
With another bird. It should be right there in the definition. You're looking it up, homie.
No, it doesn't say that it was bred mixed with another.
Yeah, I'll pull it off my phone and prove you wrong. And whoever wants to say anything or debate me with it, we could go at it. I'm not saying shit just to say shit and look fucking smart.
I know, but I'm just saying that it doesn't show here that it got mixed. It got domesticated.
And the reason, and I don't mean to act like that, Norbeez, but the reason why I get like that, homie, is because we've been so fucking brainwashed, dog, about every damn thing, our way of life, our traditions, things that we're calling culture, our cultura, has become a fucking trend.
Yeah.
And now you got all the next in line, homie. Even in the war, in food, everybody believing, oh, Iran is this and that. No, motherfucker. There's families that run this shit.
Yeah.
There's people pulling strings on this shit.
Well, as far as that, yes, there is a whole conglomerate of people that are running a lot of these narratives.
Okay. So, and it starts, I mean, chicken, what does chicken have to do with Iran? You know, it has everything to do with it. Everything, our words, our vocabulary, how we conduct ourselves. Everything that we put our energy has to do with everything that's going in right now. Everything that's going on right now. Everything. So where does real strength come from?
Oh, well, that's what I was telling you. The white muscle.
Okay, the white muscle.
Yes, the white muscle.
Okay, now tell me about the white muscle, Norbeez.
Well, the white muscle is a muscle that most people don't train.
So energy has nothing to do with it. You know what energy is?
Yeah, I know what energy is.
Okay.
But does
energy have to do anything with muscles?
But what I'm trying to say is that the development, it's like let's see, how would I put it? It's like, you know how diamonds are created, right?
Go ahead. Pressure,
right?
Okay.
Pressure.
Go ahead.
So when coal has pressure, it eventually creates a diamond. Well, you have these white muscles that if you train it and put it under pressure, they eventually become stronger.
Norbeez, what gives a muscle power, Norbeez?
Okay. Now, you're confusing me because you're asking me what gives it power. I mean, for me, in my mind, okay, yourself, your whole system, your body, your own energy.
Where does life start in your body, Norbeez?
Where does life start?
Life. Life. Yes.
Like when you're becoming an embryo.
What runs your body right now? What is running your body, Norbeez? Blood is running your body? Blood. Dang, man. You need to watch that video of feelings again, Norbeez.
I think I do.
I think you do, bro.
I think I do.
I think you're
Well, for those who don't know, can you clarify and
it comes
tell
from
us?
your pineal gland, bro. That's your frequency vibration. That's giving your whole body power or taking from it, depending on the frequency that's being admitted to you. We went through this. It's called your spinal cord.
Ah. Okay.
Your chakras, they call it in a spiritual sense. Your chi in an Asian sense.
Which is where a lot of that teaching of Tai
That
Chi
gives you
comes from.
power, bro. That gives you power. Now, if you're gonna build muscle and weight muscle mass, it's still the energy that's being emitted through your body, through your meat, through your muscles, that's giving you power.
So to simplify, what you're saying is that an individual can manifest strength and can manifest muscle.
Look it, bro. Everybody that I've gotten down with all my fucking life, I'm a little fool.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say it like that, bro, but all my competitions growing up in mixed martial arts, bro, I won every competition. They were all bigger fools. They had bigger muscles than me, homie.
Oh yeah.
They have bigger muscles. What does that mean?
No,
Does that mean that they're supposed to beat me up?
That's not a man. That's what I'm not. That isn't what I asked you. I asked you what you're saying is that you can manifest more muscle.
Facts.
Okay.
And it's not about manifesting more muscle, bro.
Or
It's about manifesting more energy for you to have more endurance, homie. For you to have more stamina, bro. It doesn't matter if the fool's all buff and is working out and goes to the gym, homie, a gang of times a week. It's the vato that's building stamina. Okay, the vato that's obedient to his diet, organic diet, real protein that is gonna sustain himself, homie. He's gonna win that fight. It's that first punch, homie. That connection.
yeah.
That you get that fool and that fool gets knocked down, homie, on the ground.
There have been a lot of clips where you see a lot of big buff guys that get knocked out by one.
Look at that video on that they put up on me, that little short.
Yeah.
You know, that fool's 6'1", homie. 6'1". You know? I mean, come on. You don't need to be all like that. You don't need to be all fucking, oh, look at my muscles, I'm all cut up, dog. Those fools get knocked, they rush into this whole thing and they waste all their energy, bro, off of, and then you see that one little guy just hit them, boom, bing, they're gone. They're down. And they're like, and everybody, the audience is like, damn, what happened? What happened to that fool? He had no energy. He had no frequency vibration. His frequency was low. He thought that he was eating protein. He was taking weight gainer. He was taking creatine that enlarged his heart. They don't know about that. These vatos are just out here trying to sell supplements and make fatty off of all this stuff, homie. You need to take this supplement. You need to take this edible. You need to take these gummies to fucking do whatever. Chales. You need to be obedient. That's what the fuck you need to do. That's what you need to do. Be obedient. In every way, homie.
Oh, I mean, yeah, for the most part, obedient and what's that other word? I want to say what's that other word?
So where does chicken come from? Nah, I'm just playing. All right, let's get to the next question. I'm right here fucking going off on this.
Yeah, no, you're in a big rant.
No, because it bugs me, man. We've been fucking manipulated, dog. Fuck that.
All right, next question is from Mary Lou. She says, this question is for both Marvelous and Norbeez. Have you guys ever experienced any paranormal activities? Thanks.
What? Oh, paranormal?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Norbeez. Go ahead. You answer that.
Oh, yeah. I've seen several ghosts in my lifetime.
Yeah?
Yeah, there are blue and translucent, and for the most part, they don't really interact with you. I mean, I don't know. They see me. They don't interact with me, but they know I see them. And
so ghosts are blue to you?
blue translucent.
Dang, I never heard that one before.
And
That's
then,
crazy.
And then
Where did you see one at?
different apartments. It was mostly when I was a kid. I don't know why. It was mostly when I was a kid where I seen them. But for the most part, yeah. And then there's other entities like that goat guy.
Oh, okay. Where'd you see that?
He was playing with a dog at a park.
And you seen that literally? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
not in
saw
a
the
dream.
dog. No, I was a kid, and my parents were driving up Irolo Street, where it's actually Normandy, but it becomes Irolo Street once at a certain area.
Mm.
There's a park there, and with a baseball field, and I could clearly see. I think it's called a fawn. Fawn.
Mm.
Just messing with a dog.
That's crazy.
It was weird. It was weird, and I guess I don't want to say demons. I want to say, well, maybe it was. I don't know. It's a big giant green hand.
You seen a big giant green hand?
Yeah, coming out of the table, just trying to reach, grab me and my brother.
That's crazy, bro.
And like I said, the only reason I know that was true is because my brother saw the exact same thing. That's been my experience with the paranormal. I haven't really seen them. I would say I can sense when somebody's looking at me and there's nobody there. Weird. I don't know. But what about you, Marvelous?
I think in a vision sense, I've seen it when I talked about my dream that I had, and then somebody I know had the same dream that I had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was about the little baby, bro. When I was walking in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then it was like the devil, and he put his hand into the baby's
I
chest.
think you told me about that one too.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one tripped me
That was
out.
an ugly one. Okay, next one. Bye-bye.
All right, let's see.
Hey, thank you for your questions, you guys.
They said Perry was the Hulk. All right, this one comes from Zapata Vive. Let's see. Now that Ice has it, well, I think you kind of answered this one, the other one, but now that ICE has a larger budget than the U.S. Marine Corps, would you support sending them first to war against Iran and all the war supporters and their own loved ones?
No, I don't support that war, this supposed war.
No, I mean, no. Would you send all the supporters of the war to go and fight the war?
Yeah, if they want to support the bullshit, yeah, they should. They should. All those senators and everybody that's voting for all this crap, they should go. They should be the first in line.
Recently, Trump's granddaughter went viral because she was out here in Beverly and Fairfax by the Grove. She went shopping and she went viral because she was stating that I had something about her feeling special because Secret Service is there guarding her only. So she feels very important, very.
All these people are ignorant, bro. They're just ignorant.
And pues asks, why does Norbeez hate women? I don't hate women.
Dang.
Damn, does that come off? Do I come off as a
I don't think you hate
hater?
women.
I don't think. Truth Hurts says, Classic Rock Night was awesome. You're welcome. Glad the token white guy recommended it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Truth Hurts, our local token white guy.
Thank you, Truth Hurts. Appreciate you, homie.
All right, we got Wrinkle Munoz that says, since rings are Saturn worships, should religious people technically be married and wear wedding rings?
No. So wedding rings, we went over where that comes from. The whole worship of the ring. Even if you don't believe it, that's fine. You know, marriage. I mean, if you're gonna go based off scripture, is literally intercourse. That's what marriage is.
Oh,
Okay. The word virgin, I showed you that too. Virgin is a daughter that has been given up to her by her father for marriage. When a father picks the husband for her daughter, that is according to scripture. Okay, not my own belief or nothing like that. I'm literally telling you in a biblical sense what that means. So all the stuff that we see today, it's all part of worship of the gods or Babylonian gods that they worship. Okay, so yeah, rings has nothing to do with marriage.
now, Marvelous. Well, what's your opinion on people that drive Saturn cars?
I don't like Saturn cars, man. Saturn cars are, I don't know.
What's your opinion on people that drive them?
I don't got an opinion on them. I don't like Saturn cars. I don't like electric cars. I like cars that use real gas. I don't know, bro. I don't like I don't know.
All right,
about that car.
Let's see. We got we have which world leader? This from Carlos from Dallas. He says, which world leader will Trump capture next? Ooh.
Whoever doesn't want to give up their oil and land is going to be considered a communist or a regime. I know, a regime. You know, and it's not even Trump taking over anything. It's the families just inheriting more land, you know, putting it into their collection.
Run the oil, you run the world.
And then the gas prices are going up. Like, for what? For what? They just invaded Venezuela that has, I don't know how much oil there.
Well, they make up this story that there's a market of petroleum that's everybody has to base their prices based on that market, and that's why it's up, because it all goes by that particular market. So the government has to follow it. The whole world supposedly has to follow it, and that's their excuse for why they got to raise it. Also, let's see. We also have Jay Lennox that says, Marvelous, can you mix in different ingredients for a tea? You don't think it's too much? Example, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, or oregano, cloves all together. Oh.
Ginger, what do you say?
He says like ginger, garlic, cinnamon, oregano, cloves. Is that too much?
Okay, certain herbs do certain things for your body. So I wouldn't recommend mixing all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to a certain thing like a headache or maybe a stomach ache, you don't need to mix all that stuff into your tea. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you have stomach problems, you know what I'm saying? It should only be certain ingredients. Maybe bay leaves, cloves, of course, are always a must with me, and just because those dry up parasitic entities. That right? Canela, of course, because it relaxes your stomach muscles. Okay, that's another good thing. Oregano's another big thing. You know what I'm saying? If it has to do with any congestion or inflammation in your nasal cavities or earaches, of course, spices are good too. But I mean, I don't recommend all that stuff. People throw in the most. They want to put everything because they want to get well quick, and that's not the way you get. You cleanse your body. Your cleansing of your body, it comes with time. And it comes with removing the inflammation, removing the parasites that are causing the inflammation, and removing the eggs that are left over. So it's a month to month basis, and something that you have to be obedient to. You can't just go and take ingredients and mix all these herbs together and drink it for even maybe a week while you're eating burgers, while you're eating hot dogs, while you're drinking beer. Well, any of that stuff that you're doing is disobedience of the plan or the goal that you're trying to accomplish. So you got to be obedient to what your goal is. You know what I mean? And that's literally trying to sustain yourself, trying to be healthy.
So we're definitely disobedient Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Norbeez, shut up, man. Damn, you always got to mess it up.
Hey, but let me ask you, what about?
But you're right. You're right.
What about oils? As far as oils, what
there
do you think
go.
about oils?
I don't know. Go ask Diddy.
Dang.
What he thinks about oils, bro. I'm not here to talk about
I'm
oils.
talking about like olive oil, like
Well, yeah, that's good for your stomach.
Like aside from olive oil, what's another oil that
like manzanilla, or what are you talking about?
Like oils that whatever are pressed to become an oil. Like
it would depend what you're trying to do, bro. For like a let me see. When I was a baby, I had a lot of stomach problems. So my grandma used to rub she used to rub it on my stomach. Damn, I forgot the name of it, bro.
From that, what's it called?
Well, you know what she rubbed on me?
Yeah, I was there. I was
Norbeez, stop asking questions that the audience isn't asking. Ask questions that the audience. There you go, man. That's why we never get done.
Castor oil.
And she didn't rub castor oil.
Castor oil? Okay, never mind.
Castor oil. Get out, man. Norbeez, I swear, this guy right here. He's here to sabotage my show.
All right, man. We got Carlos from Dallas that says, "Will Tel Aviv look like Gaza by the end of the week?" Have you all seen any clips of all the missile strikes, or is it just AI?
Man, you know what? I don't know. I know there's a lot of false flagging. I know there's propaganda. They just put up videos recently of Iran supposedly blowing up these and not literally like an explosion, but blowing up these fake tanks. They did that back in the they did that back in the 40s, I think, over here. But or no, in Germany actually, to act like there was more tanks than there really were.
Yeah.
But I know that they put out videos of them painting jets on the ground, and supposedly the U.S. Dropping bombs on that and saying that there was a legitimate airstrike when there wasn't. So you know what, with AI and all this stuff, you don't know what to believe.
Well, let me ask you, because Iran recently started claiming that they actually used the word false flag. That the country with the little hats, they've been creating false flags as far as like bombing places that and making it seem like it's them. Now I don't know if the government here has ever used the word false flag.
The government here?
Yeah.
Well, the government doesn't use it, but conspiracy theorists use it.
So I thought it's interesting that Iran would actually use the words false flag.
Well, that's good, because that's what they are. This whole war is propagated off a false flag. It's an agenda that they're trying to accomplish, and the agenda is building a new Israel over there. That's what it is. Overthrowing Palestine and making that whole place right there Israel, with the building of their new temple. This is what that's all about. There's Saturn and Mars worship. It's what it's always been about, building their new temple. Okay. Now, when they talk about war in the Holy Lands, and I'm talking about scripturally, since I'm bringing that up, the war in the Holy Lands is not over there. This is the true Holy Land over here. So when you hear rumors of war over here and it happening over here, that's prophecy, not over there. Go ahead.
All right, we got this question from Chris from Arizona. He says, I know Norbeez will skip my question, but do you know of a Atlantean nobleman, Iltar, from the House of Atlant, who helped with the temples of Mexico?
An Atlantean? Atlantean, I think he's looking for. I don't know if he's talking about
Atlanteans, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what he's talking about?
Well, I mean, there is a story that one of the islands off of Mexico's coast.
Real quick, bro. Let me get a water.
Sure.
Go ahead, answer it though.
I know there's a story that one of those islands carries ruins that might describe far off land that might be considered Atlantis. But as far as I know, if it's true or not, I don't know. And then as far as them helping build those temples, I wouldn't know either. That's a very hard. I mean, there's just not enough evidence to say that they were part here. I know in Europe they do talk about Atlanteans.
Tell him if you can to send his information that he's got, bro.
But yeah, Chris,
and I'll read it.
Then send that info to my DM. Drop it in there, and we'll.
I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you for your question, homie.
We got M Credible that says, "Do you support the U.S. getting rid of Cuba's communist government?"
No, because the U.S. isn't helping anyways. So what is the U.S.? And I'm not saying, when I say the U.S., I'm not talking about you as a citizen. I'm talking about the elite that go and invade somebody's land, call them a communist, but yet don't do nothing to support them. Their markets don't have no food. Their streets are all corroded. Their buildings are all destroyed. They just put new paint on them. The cars that they got over there, have you seen the cars?
Oh, they got like an old Chevys.
They're like in the 50s.
Yeah.
They're like still in the 50s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sucks.
And that's not intentional, I think. I don't think they're trying to
It sucks.
have classic cars all over the place.
But they got nothing booming over there. But the propaganda that has been put forth on that land over there, and people want to go see it for themselves. So the main money that they make over there is from tourism.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's no money within the communities over there, and those people are poor over there. They need help. You know, and your government, I'm not gonna say my government, your government should do more to help them. You know, Go ahead, bro.
All right, we got a question from TDV Taco. He says, "What do you recommend to people who use THC every day and want to find a substitute for that?" Ooh,
Okay. So the we touched on this before. I have to be careful with this one, huh?
yeah,
So this subject has come before, and the stuff that people are using and oils as well is not organic. They're all hybridized, which means the hybrid stuff. It's man-made stuff to produce more potency, produce bigger plants.
you use the word substance too.
Huh?
Substance.
Who
You,
did?
you could use that word substance.
Oh, okay. Thank
like
you for
hybrid substance.
Thank you for your permission, Norbeez. I appreciate it.
That's a safe word.
But back in the day, we'll say the early '90s or whatever, things was real. It was organic. It was organic, plants that people were using. It smelled different too. If you guys can put in the chat, if any of you are older, I want to say, if you guys are 40 and older, and you guys remember how plants smelled back then, when your uncles or your moms or your dads were doing it, or homies, it was a different smell. Today it's all hybrid stuff. It's all hybridized, and it's it just has a lot of stuff in it that you shouldn't be consuming. But
Oh, all right. Okay, and that does it for all the questions for tonight. Thank you to everybody that submitted their questions tonight. We appreciate it for being part of the show and asking your questions or bringing up your topics. Thank you to everybody that did do that. I appreciate you. And that's it for those questions.
all right, cool. Is there anything that you wanted to bring up, Norbeez?
Yeah.
I never asked you, bro. My bad.
Well, the topic was, somebody sent me this video of a pastor that was talking about the war that's going on and speaking about prophecy.
Okay.
And thinking, but what bothered me about his the way he was saying it with a smile, because for him it seemed like he wants a lot of war, all this war to happen, so that it could activate the second coming. But he has such a grin on his face, like excited. Even though it means like a lot of lives being lost in the process, so it makes me wonder, and then from what I hear, the Muslims have a similar prophecy of a second coming, and then from the Hebrew side, they also have the Jews. They have a type of prophecy to do with it. It all seems that it involves war and sacrifice.
Yeah.
But and they all want it. Is it just some, or is it all? Or does all three other religions demand that they to hope for this to happen?
Well, there is prophecy that's supposed to happen. If you look at our prophecy, right? Mexica, Azteca, we have a prophecy, right? Of our Quetzal, I call it Quetzal.
Yeah.
Coming back to redeem the land and reclaim his people, right?
Yeah.
Or redeem the people and reclaim the land, I should say, my bad. And that's our prophecy, right? But in biblical prophecy, we'll say Hebrews,
Yeah.
right? The second coming of the Messiah, Mashiach, will come back. And upon that time, we will shed the blood of our enemy, right? Or Hebrews' enemy.
Yeah.
In Christianity, it's different. Man-made religion. You got this man Jesus that comes back to give repentance to his people, and the new building of the new kingdom of heaven will be rebuilt, right?
Yeah.
Because he goes to prepare a place for us. That's what it says, right? So in Muslim, I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm not even gonna say it.
You want me to look it up?
Because I don't want to. You could look it up if you want. Yeah, for sure. But I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah, their prophecy of Allah, right? They have a bunch of different beliefs. But go ahead. Let me know when you get it, bro. You can read it to the people.
All right. Well, there's one that says the Islamic theology, the second coming of Jesus. is a major sign of the day of judgment. He is expected to descend near a white minaret in Damascus, destroy the Antichrist, abolish the jizya,
Huh? Or Jesuit?
Jesuit. It's a Jizyah, jizya tax,
Okay.
and establish Islam as the sole religion of peace for 40 years. And that's their
Okay, so you got all these religions proclaiming the same thing or the same prophecy of war, right? And the war of the Holy Land. We went through episodes before where I've showed you that the names of maps. I literally need to show you the map. The names on the maps have been changed, right? So, and even in biblical context, such as scripture, they say that Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Okay, so those are names that I believe have been added to, right? Because I gave you the breakdown of Israel and what that means. Okay, the new Jerusalem or new Israel that they're building is in the land of Palestine. So how could that be true? Also, the new temple that is being built over there, you know, if you look at Hebrews migration, you know, why would they build a new temple where the old temple is? You know what I'm saying? Or in the land where they were told to get out of, you know? So the Red Sea that was crossed, I've showed you. That Red Sea is over here, the Gulf of Mexico. The story of Moshe is a story of Meshi. The migration of the Hebrews is the migration of the Mexica. The carrying of the ark is actually the ark that we carried. The tribe of Yehuda comes from the land of Yehuda, which is named Utah. Jerusalem is located in Yehuda. You know, so it's a lot. I've showed you guys a lot. I don't want to get into all that in biblical because this isn't a biblical episode. But where were we at right now? Norbeez, what was the thing that you were saying about that priest, right?
Yeah,
or about
because,
that preacher, right?
Yeah.
So that preacher that
and actually, let me add this. I have a brother that he goes to church,
right?
And
Christian.
Yes.
Okay.
And his pastor was in a similar I want to say similar perspective as far as the war also. And it did bring my brother confusion of like why would he want, why would somebody that's talking about talking for God and talking about God want war? Like that really threw him off, that he was not encouraging, but he was in support of war. Like it didn't really make a lot of sense that a pastor would push.
But see, look
that war is necessary.
And you know why? It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing with the small hats believing that they are the chosen people.
Yeah.
It's because they believe that they're the chosen people and that everybody else is goyim, right? Goyim meaning Gentile and heathen is below a pig, homie. It's below a dog. You're nothing. You're spit unto them. When that's actually a lie. They are actually the goyim scripture speaks about. But they don't know that. There's so many generations into this belief, into adopting Judaism, that they believe that they are the actual people, and they're not. They're part of the Khazarian Empire. They're Khazarian. They're Russian. They're Persian. They're people that own all these stores that sell Gucci and Louis Vuitton and they own all the media, bro. They run all this stuff. They've created.
Well, they own OnlyFans.
Well, you know what I'm saying? They own all this, what you would consider things of Babylon.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They've created language, English, grammar, which we're going to touch on too, right? They've created spell casting, spelling, cursive, curses, and we use it. We use it. And why did they create that? Because it manifests reality, energy. They know that this is all about energy.
Yeah.
They know that there are certain lands that are special, that hold a special frequency vibration. They know that there's a specific people that they have colonized, that they are kicking out today, and telling them that they're immigrants, they know that those people hold a special frequency vibration. They know that. What do they do to those people's kids? What do they do to them? You know, what do they take from them? You know, why are we using all their stuff? Why are we participating in all their paganism? Why are we using their grammar, spelling? Why are we watching their programs? Why are we channeling that energy from those programs? You know, we're distracted with their circus, homie, that they have manipulated us with.
Yeah.
And nobody knows anything anymore. You don't know your tribe anymore. You only know whatever was left over that was taught from your mom and dad, or maybe the last resort, stuff that you've seen on social media from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. That's it. We have remnants of our migration, homie. We got remnants of our codexes. We got remnants of who we really are. And everybody's walking around believing in the system. They don't even have no faith in themselves. They took you from yourself, homie, and they said, you're not that person. You're mixed. This is who you are. You're a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. This is how to properly speak. You know, they don't teach you etymology. They don't teach you numerology. They don't teach you about frequency vibration. They don't teach you about manifestation. They give you a religion. They program you, and they tell you to repeat what I say, and I'm going to grade you on it. That's what they tell you, homie.
They don't even teach you how to grow crops.
That's what they tell you. Yeah, they don't teach you none of that.
Nope.
Okay?
Yep.
Grammar. Grammar comes from the word grimoire, right? The meaning of magic spells. Cursive. It's cursives. We've already went over that, right?
No, wait. Before you get ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Stop me, Norbeez, because this is your show.
No, I'm sorry. Because that's something that I just recently said and saw about, and it's the guy King Solomon.
Okay.
Now, because you said
emojis.
You said Gregorum, right?
You know where emojis come from?
Yeah, from the symbols.
Right.
That he did.
Exactly.
Now,
and that were given to who?
From what I get,
to Queen Sheba.
Which was his. Queen Sheba was he.
I could get into all that. I'll show you the breakdown, all the emojis, homie.
No, because you said Gregorum. Gregorum, is that what you said?
No, I said grammar.
No, I think you meant you said another word.
No, I didn't mean that. We're talking about grammar, bro. I just said that.
Oh, okay.
It comes from grimoire.
Grimoire, yeah, okay, grimoire.
Okay, grammar.
And I say that because apparently he was the first creator of grimoire.
Okay.
So I thought that tripped me out that you said that. And
where did you read that at?
When I was looking up his history as far as who he was, King Solomon.
You looked up history, Norbeez? That's down. Yeah, I'm proud of you, homie. Hey, you see? That's right.
I'm trying.
That's right. Don't do that. Don't say you're trying anything.
Oh,
and I'm gonna show you.
I'm
gonna show you. Remember what Norbeez said right now. Remember what he said right now. You guys heard it. I'm trying. I'm gonna break that down right now.
All right.
Okay. Let me know if you need to interrupt me again.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know.
All right. Grimoire, meaning of magic spells, curses, cursive, spelling spells that cast curses upon a spirit. Right. Okay. In 1946, they stopped teaching etymology, where words come from and what they actually mean. Okay. It was replaced with memorization, right? And repetition, to repeat, right? The teacher tells you, you come into the classroom, tells you, say your ABCs, and you're right there, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3s. This is the ball planet that you live in. Ball. Exactly. Who is Ball?
That's the
Baal. Who is that? Exactly. Thank you. Then you were tested and formulated and studied. Studies were done to see how many kids were able to follow a systematic way of thinking, right? Example, understand. Do you ever say, I understand?
Yes.
What does that mean?
That I understood.
Did you? It's a submissive word to understand.
Yeah.
Have you ever stood under somebody?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
What happened?
Well, when you say it like that,
what happened? What happened there?
You totally switched
To
it up on me.
understand means to under, right? To submit, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
to
sense.
submit.
That makes sense.
When a dog
does make
stands
sense.
over another dog, it's asserting its authority. That little dog is understanding. He's not overstanding. Okay? He has come into agreement that he is under submission. Just like when Mexicanos say mande.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Mande ma. Mande pa. What is that? Where does that come from? Mande. It's to obey. Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
It's a captivity word. You tell me what to do. Mande. Let me know.
I think that's one of the words that the colonizers were pushing.
Exactly. And we use it today, right? Another example, government. What does government mean?
Govern.
What does that mean?
Govern.
To govern what? There's two words right there, homie. What is government? Because you believe, a lot of people right here believe in government, right?
Yeah.
My government. I support my government. I'm fighting for my government, my country. What's government mean?
For me, I suppose for the Joe, the regular Joe out there, is just a system of...
To govern somebody is to do what? If I'm governing you how to run this show, I'm asserting my authority over you. I'm governing you.
Yeah.
You're submissive to me, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm in control of you. To govern, to be in control. Meant. What is meant?
Like meant, that's what I meant.
What does meant mean?
Mean.
Mind. Mente. Government. And to control your mind.
I saw. Okay, I see what you did there.
Not what I did there. I didn't do shit.
I see what it is.
I didn't do shit. It's called etymology. It's what they stopped teaching in the 1940s, homie. Okay? Pre-1940s, kids in school learned etymology. They learned what words meant. Mind. They learned where they come from. They stopped teaching that. Okay? Words are created to destroy life and living cells. Part 2. This is thoughts. Okay? Thoughts of your subconscious picks up. It picks up everything. What picks up everything, Norbeez? Paying attention?
No, because I was just
Your subconscious is what? What is your subconscious, homie?
your subconscious. Well, for me, is the part of your mind that works when your main part of your mind isn't
Okay, what
working.
is your subconscious? Where is it located?
Where is it located in your mind?
Fuck, dude.
Okay, clarify for us.
This is what I mean. Let's refer to the video fillings again, Norbeez. Okay, and I have to use you. You're here, right here, homie.
Yeah.
I gotta use you as an example, so I apologize. Okay.
You know what's interesting though, because you brought up the word government, and it didn't start getting used to the 14th century.
Okay.
So that's probably a word they came up with to
Government, to govern your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to it. Where is your subconscious at, Norbeez? The video fillings. Your subconscious is your pineal. It's your third eye. Homie.
Okay.
It's what where your electrical magnetic frequency comes from, homie. Okay, that's your subconscious. Your subconscious never misses. That eye is always open unless it's calcified through fluoride or through any other micrometals that you're consuming without knowing.
Yeah.
Microplastics. Okay? That's your subconscious. Remember that, Norbeez. Okay? If your pineal gland is calcified, homie, you're not gonna overstand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, did we ever answer that question about what you can take to keep your pineal gland healthy?
There's a lot of things. There's cilantro you could eat. Organic stuff starts to reduce inflammation and decalcify your pineal gland. You got to be careful what you're eating. what you're drinking, what you're consuming, what you're breathing. All that, everything matters, homie. Okay? Let's stay on track, okay? So the word, what did you say right now? I'm trying?
Yes, yes.
I'm trying, right? Trying. What are things that you try to do? Lose weight. You try to understand, right? But what is trying? What is it?
Attempting.
Ooh, that's good, homie. Now you're paying attention. That's good. You're attempting, but never succeeding. To try is to attempt. Now, the word try, you're manifesting that into your pineal. That's creating a frequency of not enough. You got to say that you're getting that, homie.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it.
It's going to be accomplished. You're not going to try. You know, you're not going to, what's your New Year's goal? It's the same shit every year, homie. Ain't nobody accomplishing no goal. The only people that accomplish goals are people that go through breakups and they're all scorned right there, trying to get fit to outdo the next person in the relationship that they started, homie. Oh, I'm going to be better than them. I'm going to get them a finer person, a finer hyena, a finer vasto to be with. You know what I mean? And a better house, a better car. I'm going to show them, but they don't understand. They don't overstand that they're still giving that person life because they're trying to prove to them and not themselves, homie. Their whole life has been consumed with living a lie, homie. Living a lie. Still trying to impress that person that is not in their life anymore.
That's very true.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
All right, let's see some more. I want. What about I want? Is want having? Chales. I want to be rich or successful, right?
Yeah.
Want. What is it? It's a desire, a lack of not having, homie. A want, a desire, right? Or I need money. I need. What is need, homie? What is that?
Necessity.
A lack.
Oh, lack.
It's a scarcity, homie. A scarcity, an act of desperation, homie. I need to have that. I need to. You ever say that? Oh, damn! I need those Jordans. I need that new phone. You don't need that. That's not what you need. That ain't nothing. That's something that you desire, not something that's gonna be anything beneficial to you, homie. Nothing that's bringing pure frequency into your life, into your spirit. Therefore, you're always casting spells onto yourself. You're trying, never enough. You need, never enough. You know what I'm saying? You want, it's never enough. You're not saying I'm gonna get that, I have that. You know?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. So the elite study etymology, they study numerology and teach it to their kids in Latin, Greek, Sanskrit, Hebrew, and all other ancient languages on codes and frequency. It's a system, homie. A system programmed and channeling energy through your words and sound. Sound, homie. Okay? They give us text speaks, right? Text speaks. When you speak through text, it's the same thing, homie. The same emojis that people think with the little faces and stuff, they don't even know where that comes from, dog.
Oh yeah.
They don't even. You spoke on that. You even knew.
That tripped me out. When,
you know. We'll do a breakdown on that on the next one. But they don't even know where that comes from, and they dumb down our vocabulary. They dumb it down. It's already dumb. Well, we don't even know that we're casting spells onto each other, right? They create sayings like sticks and stones may break bones, but words will never hurt me. When words do the most damage, dog.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely shown that words have created a lot more damage. Yep. And also words eventually do create physical damage.
They do internally. Yeah. You're spiritually. Some people don't see it as a spiritual world, and hey, that's up to you, you know? Every word you speak creates an electrical signature. Example. Give an example. Mortgage. What's mortgage, Norbeez?
That's a payment to your house.
Oh, is it?
That is what most people would take it as.
Is it one word?
So far, yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's 2 words, homie. For the people in the chat, you guys pay your mortgage? A mortgage, right? Mortgage is morte, right? What is morte? Mortal.
Oh, I was gonna say.
What does mortal mean? Say you're mortally wounded. What? What does it mean?
Mortally wounded. I mean that's a death.
Engage. Mortgage. It's 2 words, homie. It's not 1 word. It doesn't mean what you've been taught. And you don't know that because you don't know etymology.
Yeah.
You don't study etymology.
No.
We're studying this language and we're using their words, homie.
We are.
These weren't our words. Mortgage. Morte means unalive. The D word. I can't say it on here.
I think I already said it.
Okay. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, DEATH.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it means, right? Like mortuary.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Shout
the
out to
mortally
Incredible Hulk
wounded,
for
right?
Gifting that membership.
Okay. Engage means to pledge, right? To come into agreement, to engage, right? Mortgage. You're coming into agreement of DEATH. Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Damn. That's crazy. People don't even know the meanings of these things. Pharmacy, homie. Pharmacopoeia, right? What does that mean? Pharmacy. You get all your medication right there, right? You guys get medication? You guys need something for that headache? Go to the pharmacy. You guys need some Tylenol, some Bear? Go to the pharmacy. You know? Sorcery and witchcraft. The meaning, right? I gave you meanings of words before. I gave you the word morning. What is good morning? What's morning, Norbeez?
To mourn.
Exactly. It's not an oxymoron. There's not 2 meanings to the word morning. It's because the sound of the word resonates a frequency. There's no change in it. The frequency doesn't know the difference. The frequency is saying the frequency in that word that's creating or manifesting the molecular structure change, the change in that molecular structure in that cell, bro.
Yeah.
It's creating a change in there. So when you tell somebody good morning, you're already cursing them.
You already, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
The same thing with job. You go to your job. Job is pronounced what? The correct pronunciation is Job. What does that mean? To be persecuted, right? And you got to work during the week, right? You have a job during the week, right?
Yep.
Okay. And when you're done with that job, you enjoy your what? Your weekend state. Weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Okay. We never ask any questions and we just repeat and grade it on it. Aren't we? Aren't we graded on it?
Yeah.
Now you turn in your paper, you turn in your packet, and I'm going to grade you on it. Just repeat what she says or he says. All right? After World War II, they removed etymology. Part of the propaganda movement was Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays. I don't know if you want to look up his name. Edward Bernays was a nephew of, how do you say his name? Sigmund and Freud. Right?
Moraines, is that what you said?
Bernays, bro.
Bernays.
Edward Bernays. He wrote a book on propaganda. He called it Public Relations. He understood controlling language controls populations. His philosophy was a population that decodes language is a dangerous one. A population that understands etymology asks too many questions and is a critical thinker. What are we doing right here on this podcast, right?
Oh. Yeah.
What are we doing right here? We're giving you critical thinking, common sense. Okay? We're waking up your third eye. Question everything. What's this war about? What are you eating? Why do we use these words? Who am I? They took who you were and they told you to identify yourself as a fictitious person. Purse. Tinder. While you carry money in your purse, you became a person. Okay? Human. What does human mean? Hue. A person that contains melanin. Carbon-based. Man. Human. Okay? Corporation, a corpse. You're part of corporate America. You're told to fight that war. You're manipulated. You're programmed. And you're channeling and manifesting their energy.
You want me to read his theory?
Go ahead.
Edward Bernays' theory, known as the engineering of consent, posits that the masses of irrational and can be intelligently manipulated by an invisible government to support ideas or buy products without them realizing it by appealing to their subconscious desires and habits. That is his theory, that he can use words to manipulate people.
Everything. That's why they worship that god, media. Media. What was the god of media? Read that one more time, Norbeez, if you can, please. So people understand.
The god of media?
Yes. What are they telling you on the media?
I can't find it.
Now you can't find it. You should have screenshotted it, bro.
Yeah. I think I was just saying media, right? Yeah, I can't find it.
There you go. Anyways, question everything, you know? Don't believe everything that they tell you, man. A lot of people are worshiping gods and they don't have no idea, you know? And right now, we're in a really hectic time. A lot of turmoil going on. And right now we're at the forefront of this movement. Of not movement, but we're at the forefront of this so-called war. Okay? Your land that you're on right now will be attacked. It will. They're telling you that it's going to happen. Prophecy has already spoken of this, that it will happen. War in the Holy Land. Okay? You just don't even know that this land is holy. That's the problem. You don't know that you're really the tribes of this land. You're the owners of this land. And no government is to tell you otherwise. Okay? You are supposed to come back to the food that you're supposed to be planting yourself. You're supposed to be eating real organic food. You're supposed to be teaching your kids who they are and stop believing in a system that has colonized you. Okay? Not overthrown you. They didn't get rid of you. You know? They didn't win no war. You're still here. There's a reason why you're here. You're not here to work a 9 to 5. You know? Have your little nail shop, do your hair, have the best iPhone, take all these selfies, dance like a pendeja or pendejo at the swap meet. Act like you're from a barrio. Don't even know no history even about that. You don't even know anything that I'm saying. And I'm not speaking to you literally or saying that you personally don't know. I'm saying that you got a lot of waking up to do, man. You've been taking too many motherfucking naps. Too many naps. You've been distracted by everything else. Distracted from what? Marvelous, what are we distracted from? From yourself. From who you are. You got raza involved in everything. Music, food, architecture, everything. We're everywhere. Everywhere. Podcasts. You got so many. Look at all these Chicano podcasts. Who's teaching you shit? Who are you learning from? You know? Are you watching burpee videos? Are you watching somebody dance at the swap meet? What are you learning? Did you know anything about etymology? Ask yourself. Did you know anything that I showed you here tonight? Are you studying when you're not working? You know what I'm saying? Are you teaching your kids anything? What are they watching on YouTube? Who do they look up to? Do they even listen to you or respect you? Ask yourself, man. Because they're the next ones to come against you. They're the next ones to join the military. They're the next ones to believe in the program. to believe in the system, to believe in a democracy, and to forget who they are. They're the next ones. I don't need to tell you. You should already know this. There's a reason why you're watching this shit. There's a reason why you're here, because you already fucking know. You know. You don't need me to tell you. One day I'll be gone. Maybe you'll look at one of these videos again and say, damn, I remember when he said that. I'm nobody. I'm a crumb off the cookie. You're part of the cookie too. All right? Don't be so fascinated about that milk you're getting dropped in, homie. There's more to this shit. There's more. They don't educate you. This show was created, this podcast was created for a reason. I get so much resistance because of this shit. There's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why you're here. All right? Norbeez, you want to add anything?
Oh no. I mean, it's you're right about as far as the never having to really look up the meanings of the words. I mean, they teach us the grammars, but they don't really never really taught us exactly the meanings of words. And I'm seeing that a lot of these words were being created, like I said, after the 14th century, like when this whole place was starting to get developed into a government. Because I think even before it was even created, they didn't use that word, and then they started using these words.
Yeah.
And then you have people like Sigmund Freud and his evil nephew that created a program.
Yeah.
To be able to make the masses do what the government wants without them even having to consent to it, because their subconscious has already been convinced without them even knowing.
Well, you tell me, think about this. You tell me what indigenous man told these people, I need you to govern me.
None.
Which one raised their hand?
None.
And said, me? With his feathers and his headdress, homie.
None.
Which one said, hey, can you govern me, sir? Can you teach me how to you know what I mean?
They tell them, you are not my government.
Exactly. They're not. You don't govern my mind. You don't tell me what I can or I can't do. That's crazy, homie. You want to take some calls? Go ahead, Norbeez. You can throw out the number, bro.
Yeah.
And we're at what? Oh shoot, we're already at 9:46. Damn.
Oh yeah, you went long.
Damn.
We went long.
Hey, my apologies. I didn't mean to go that long on my words of definitions.
Yeah. Please make sure you don't go that long next time.
Shut up. I always go long. I appreciate you guys tuning in though, for reals. Hey, you guys. I hope you guys go through these videos and take something, man, from each one.
All right, guys, the number is up right now. If you want to add your 2 cents or ask Marvel's question, give a shout out. The number is up right now. And but before you call, make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone. And that's it. Aside from that, Marvel's, I think I did have one question that I talked to you about earlier. And that was with the word tabernacle. Now, I know that's a word that has to do with in the Bible. What's your meaning? What's the meaning that you know of that explains it?
Well, why don't you read up the meaning right there first? Why don't you look it up and in our the definition of Hebrew or scripture, right? That way you can read that. There's an app also. Just to remind the people, for those that are Christians or you study biblical history, there's an app on your phone. It's called the Blue Letter Bible, and it'll give you definitions of words in Latin, Greek, English, and Hebrew.
Now, what was the other word that you want me to look up?
Oh, it was media.
No.
The
Just
God
now.
of media?
Just now.
I don't know what did I say.
Without looking up the word tabernacle, and you said, "Oh, also look up."
Did I? I don't remember seeing it. We don't got no phone calls?
No. So, okay. So the meaning of tabernacle, as I see it right here, is a tabernacle means a temporary dwelling or tent. Famously, the portable sanctuary of the Israelites in the Bible.
Right.
But in modern use, it refers to a place of worship, like a tent or evangelism, or in a Catholic church, a special locked box to hold the consecrated
Eulogy.
eulogy. Is that-
So that's referring to Catholicism. So in Catholic churches, when I was go ahead, take it. When I was an altar boy, believe it or not. They used to hold the wine in the tabernacle. Go ahead.
All right, caller, you're on the Marvelous Mind Show. Please make sure you're not on speakerphone or Bluetooth. Your name and where you're calling from tonight.
Hey guys, it's this is OG Alligator, man. Hey Marvelous.
Hey, what's up, Alligator? How you doing, homie?
What up, man?
All right, homeboy, just over here at the house, bro, checking out the show, homie. Like I study all my culture as best I can. So I mean, I still believe in God and stuff like that, and the Virgin Mary, but it's like I've been teaching myself, homie, a lot of Nahuatl words, and I noticed that that when I speak the Nahuatl words, I'm able to speak them more better than the Spanish, homie. Because it's like I notice hang on. I noticed that my the vocals, homeboy, that I got, like I'm just able to speak the Nahuatl words naturally. Like I never been that good home at speaking Spanish, and it's like I've always kind of known that said that Spanish is not our original language. It's Nahuatl, and it's like
Right.
I try to teach myself a lot of different Nahuatl Mexica words and like knowledge and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. I've been staying busy in the day, bro, fixing up, bro, the lowrider bikes and stuff like that. But it's like I got family members that are always telling me, "Oh, you need to become a born again Christian," and it's like I tell them, like my spirit, like can't do that because like I'm more with my Mexica indigenous culture, and it's like I just don't understand if I was baptized in the Catholic Church and then people keep on telling me to be like a born again Christian, my mind can't take all that stuff in, bro, because that's not the way my mind works.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like,
So look at the. Let me give you an example, bro. So when they tell you, when they tell you to come and be born again. First of all, you can't be born again. You're born one time, okay?
Right,
to be born again,
right,
and the whole baptism is the renewing of your life, and the taking over of your spirit, and coming to agreement of the way you're supposed to be living under the law, right? So in our cultura, it's the same thing, homie.
Yeah.
It's coming into agreement of, like right now, the awakening of our people, the sleeping giant. When you realize who you are, such as yourself, homie, then and you know the way you're supposed to be living, and you're no longer living under a government system way of thinking, and you're learning how to live off the land again. You're learning how to sacrifice, give your sacrifice and offerings to our mother, right? You're coming into agreement of your rebirth and new awakening, homie. It's the same instance,
Right.
you know. It's just they put labels on it and they hijack our cultura. They hijack our migration story. They throw güeros in the mix, you know, with blue eyes and call him a messiah when that word comes from us. And she, Mashiach.
Yeah.
You know, it's just hijacked, homie. That's what I'm trying to say, you know? The whole
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But hey, I appreciate your call, Gator.
Homie.
I appreciate your call, carnal. Thank you. Is he there?
Orderly Marvelous. Oh yeah, homie.
Oh, okay.
I'm here, Marvelous.
All right. Yeah. I appreciate you calling, though, dog. Go ahead.
I meant to tell you, bro, that I tried to talk to my dad about like a little bit of the Mexica knowledge that I learned, and it's like my dad's dad is out of Mexico. He was born in Mexico after the Revolution War and stuff like that, and it's like in December I tried to tell him, like, I attempted to talk to my father and like share some of the Mexican knowledge that I've been teaching myself. And it's like my father told me, he told me, how do I know, how do I know that the both of us are Mexica? And I'm like, Dad, I mean, don't you know anything about like Mexican indigenous stuff? And like, my father never, like, he never was the kind of man that teach himself that, because, I mean, I guess in his mind, he became colonized along the way, and like he was architecture and all this stuff. And it's like a lot of my family members, Vato, like, they're all, I don't know, they kind of voted like, how do you say it, bro? Their minds are too far gone colonized, dude. And like, it's kind of hard to like explain like things to them, because they're older than me, and like they're all up in their 50s, 60s, 70s and all that. So me, homie,
Look at, bro. Let me tell you something, Gator. And my bad, homie. I don't mean to interrupt you, bro. I don't mean to interrupt you. But
homie.
I want to tell you something, homie. There's no separation between you and your ancestors. You are your ancestors.
Right, homie.
So whether your dad or your grandfather doesn't, even agree with you or whatever, you're part of that awakening now that you're awakening to the truth, homie, and you know who you are. So you're standing in the gap for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what
my oh, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. It's all good. Go ahead, Norbeez.
No, hey, Gator. No, I just wanted to say, we appreciate you, bro. But we need to get to some of these other callers right now, so they can get some time.
Oh, okay, man.
Hey, my respects, Gator.
Okay.
You have a good night, homie, and I appreciate you watching, dog.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, Holmes. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon, Marvin.
All right, homie.
All right, Holmes.
All right. If you wanna, we missed like maybe 4 calls. So if you want to call back, please do so.
Norbeez.
We apologize for that one. I mean,
you know what you need? You know what you need? A little bell.
Oh, it's time to. But you know what? I'm glad that he's doing his thing as far as trying to teach his family about it.
Hey, that must be hard though. A kid trying to teach his dad. I mean, he's not a kid, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Yep. Caller, you're on the Marvelous Mind Show. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone. Your name and where you're calling from tonight.
This is Monty calling from Southern Colorado.
Did you say money? Money? Caller? Hello? Hello? And he's gone.
Sounded like he was still there.
Are you
It's all
still?
right. Go ahead. I think he said, did he say Monty or money?
I said Monty.
Monty?
Monty? Okay, here we go. Caller, you're in the Marvelous Mind show. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, man, don't worry. They're gonna drop the call, man.
Don't be dropping calls, Norbeez.
Well, make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone.
Like, I'm a fan, fool, but damn, fool, you've been dropping calls. That's what's going on. Talk about.
Tell him, homie.
I think
Tell
talk
him.
about, like, mix a different ingredient, fool. Different, listen to Marvelous Minds, you know?
Simon. Hey, don't be clicking on him, Norbeez.
What? What are you talking
Go ahead,
about?
homie. Go for it, bro. Give us your 2 cents, dog.
And, you know what? I had a random question. I just had a quick homie that hit me up because I've been hitting him up with, like, you know, like those questions, like, between homies, you know, like, you know, Marv, like, sometimes we talk about certain things that you don't want to let homies know, like, hey, you're showing weakness or you're showing, you know?
Yeah.
You get those questions that are shy, you know? And that homie reached out to me randomly, dude. I swear to God. And it was something about, I was like, hey, dude, like Israel and all the bombing and everything. I was like, shit, I'm actually surprised like you're actually commenting on it because I don't see nobody but myself, you know, posting about it. And he was like, nah, dude, like the whole Epstein and everything. I'm like, okay. But next thing you know, I had a homie hit me up. He said, yeah, he in a way, it is worship with Santa Muerte. And I just kind of told him, I was like, you know what, like I'm no one to tell you, but I look into it. But I can honestly tell you, like, there's good and evil, like God and the devil. You want to talk about it like that, but don't feel happy for too long, dude, because when you give in to certain things like that, they want to take. And personally, me, I can honestly say I had a girlfriend that, like, and I was always against all this, dude. It's a trip. But she was into it. I dated her. Once I found out, for a little bit, I almost got sucked into it. Like, praise her, the Santa Muerte was red. Because they're different colors. That's what I was telling him. Hey, they're different colors, dude. Like, different colors mean different things. And for a little bit, I got stuck into it, dude. And now, but then eventually I was like, nah, dude, my moral, like, I grew up Christian and everything. So I was like, it reminded me of the story of Solomon. He, you know, he went with the witches to look for the prophet. And I was like, oh, yeah, nah. But for a girl, again, always for a girl. And I trip out because I'm like,
Ah, damn. That wasn't me.
What the heck?
That wasn't me.
Norbeez.
I wish you would have.
He was in the middle of his story, homie.
Well, I mean,
But we got the gist of what he was saying.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a good thing he didn't fall for the trap, I guess.
yeah. Hey, my apologies, homie.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Also, guys, if you guys do have a question, please, we don't need the backstory as much, but
You know what? Let's get one more caller, bro.
all right,
It's
guys,
already
we're
10:03.
taking one more caller. All right.
Hey, my apologies, homie. You're still watching, dog. I
All right,
didn't drop
you're-
that call.
Caller, you're in the Marvelous Mind Show. Make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone. Your name and where are you calling from tonight?
This is YG from the Valle.
Shout out to YG from the
Norbeez,
Valle.
good fucking job dropping that call, bro. That's all I want to tell you.
I didn't drop it.
I don't know what's
drop
going
it.
on with fucking Squirrel,
I didn't-
Gator, the last dude that called.
I didn't. I'm not dropping.
YG.
He got dropped also.
Did he?
Yeah. Or yeah. No, actually, I think he hanged up. I think he hanged up right now.
Look at YG, man.
He hanged up. I
Hey,
wouldn't
salute
call
to
that-
all the callers, for reals. I appreciate you guys being here, for reals.
Most definitely.
YG, you're a fool, homie.
Damn. But yeah. One more call.
Yeah, take one more. Go for it.
Okay. All right, guys.
Look at YG does. Oh, thank you for dropping a call. Damn.
All right, caller, you're on the Marvelous Mind Show tonight. Make sure you're not on speakerphone or Bluetooth. Your name, where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Taco Stain, and I'm calling from planet Earth.
Hey,
All
shout out
right.
Taco Stain.
Yeah, I got a question for Marvelous Minds. Hey, what's it like being a fucking choma without having to...
There you go.
All right, guys.
Man, how to
Let's
be a
see.
weenie.
Phone number. Let me.
Why would you call in for, fool?
There you go.
Damn, that's sad. And we're teaching definitions of words, and he doesn't even know the definition of what he
No,
just
he
said right
doesn't.
now. What a chavala. Damn, YG, that's the man. YG's funny. Hey, I do appreciate all the calls though, for reals. Gracias.
And that guy's been trying too.
Who?
The guy that just called.
Oh, little taco stain.
Yeah.
Why would he have taco stain? What a dirty ass kid.
I know. What's it called? You want to take one more or?
What time is it? Take one more.
All right, caller, you're in the Marvelous Mind Show. Please make sure you're not on Bluetooth or speakerphone. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, it says Monte. I was just calling in earlier.
Oh yeah, Monte. That's the guy that it dropped on.
Okay, what's up, bro? My bad.
Southern
Norbeez,
Colorado.
apologize to him, Norbeez, please.
Apologies to you. Do you have a question before you get dropped again? My bad.
No, I just wanted to touch base on, if you heard of the Hopi prophecy or anything like that.
Go for it.
That what?
The Hopi prophecy?
The Hopi prophecy. Do you
Yeah.
want to speak on it?
Yeah, it kind of speaks on kind of like what we're going on right now. Coming of the white man kind of kickstarted all of it into action. And it speaks of, in the end times, our own people, our own kids will be turned against us. We'll be able to speak through cobwebs, which are phones and the internet.
Yeah, in the sky.
They'll be talking through boxes, which would be TVs and phones. There'll be roads in the skies. There'll be roads all over. And, it's kind of what's going on right now. There's even part of it talking about the red hat prophecy. Some people try to say that's the old pink man in Washington, So who knows?
Yeah.
And they say, like you said, the last battle is going to be here in the Holy Land.
Yep.
They say it's going to come from the west, and they're going to overtake in one night the whole United States in one night from the sky. Boom, over with.
I believe the same thing, bro. The same exact thing.
Yeah, because we're all from tribes, and the Creator tasked each tribe with a task. It was up to the native people, which this was the Garden of Eden, the Holy Land.
Yep.
It was up to us to take care of the land until His second coming. That's as simple as it is. That's all.
Facts. Facts. I love that
All
one.
day, every
You
day.
see?
Mm.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling, homie. I'm glad that was the last caller.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly. See?
Yeah, there you go. I'm glad
He already knows.
I'm glad I said we should take one last caller.
Shh, be quiet.
Hey.
Hey, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. For reals, thank you. Everybody that kept it cordial in the chat. All the moderators, shout out to you guys. I hope you guys learned something. You know what I mean? Even little Taco Stain that called right now, that little mija.
Mm.
I hope he learned something. You know what I mean? Because obviously he stayed on long enough to,
He did.
hear my voice, since he wanted to hear a real man's voice.
Mm.
I'm glad he stood on for that long. I know you're rolling your eyes right now, but next time you disrespect the man, look him in his eyes, fool. Not through the phone. You're not a woman, right? Go ahead though, Norbeez. You want to say something? A last word?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was a great show today. It looked like he was already in the chat too.
All right, go ahead, Norbeez.
All right. I just want to say thank you, Marvelous. We had a lot of questions from the community, and we had the question that I gave you because thank you for answering it, because I know that there's a lot of people that have been going to church and hearing their pastor be in support of war, and in the hopes that a second coming would happen. And when I hear about that, it bothers me because for me thinking, why should a man of God be in support of war, knowing that what comes with that? A lot of lives are lost. A lot of our people's lives are lost
Yeah.
because, like you said, we get sent first. And I'm glad we spoke on it and it entails and what it is. And for the most part, it was great that we did touch on etymology. Because that's definitely something that we need to understand a lot more, considering that that's the language that we have been that has been put upon us. And the more we know, the more we could not be manipulated. Because that guy, Sigmund Freud's nephew,
Yeah.
he really made a system to manipulate our subconscious.
So check it out. This is how, if you see it this way or you don't see it like this, they have involved us in their battles and rituals. Think about this, okay? Before you want to say anything or go based off of what your feelings are. They have came over here as colonizers, already worshiping certain idols, already knowing about energy, already creating a language, which is spellcasting. Okay, I showed you. I've been showing you. They have tried to control, conquer, and divide certain indigenous people, okay, that produce a high frequency vibration. This land has always been a holy land. They have used us to fight these battles, to go to war for them. They have made these other countries hate us because they have changed our name to so-called Americans. Okay? They've involved us in their battle. They know that we're able to win and overcome people, right? Due to our energy, due to us being a holy people. But I just want to let you guys know who you are, man. Who you are. You're not this entity that they have created for you. You're not this person that you identify as in your ID. You're not that name on your birth certificate. That's not who you are. Your name, your last name, those aren't your real names. They're not your real names. Those are names that have been given to you under captivity, under colonization. You're still a thriving tribal people. You're still a special people. They know this. That's why they use you. They know this. That's why they try to destroy you. They know this. That's why they try to uneducate you. We must wake up as a people and let our kids know, let our family members know they are. You got to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your due diligence. You got to study your cultura. You got to study everything that I'm trying to show you right here. Words and definitions that are being used against us. You got to study that. Not just saying, oh, I seen it on Marvelous Podcast. I heard this on a TikTok, or I seen it on Instagram. You know what I mean? You got to know how special you are. You got to know where you come from. You got to gather up your feathers and make your headdress. You are a warrior. How many feathers do you got? How many feathers do you got? You have one? What do you know? Ask yourself that. Teach each other. We're all part of the same tribe. We're all relatives. And this is your land, a holy land. That battle that's over there is only going to last for so long. They've already incorporated their agenda, their system. It's headed here. And the next war, what did I tell you? What did I say on Rhodium Radio? is going to be at your doorstep. Keep your door locked. Keep your family safe. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. My respects always.
Oh.
What were you going to say?
We want to read the super chats.
Oh, go ahead.
Shout out to 94M. He says, give him a knuckle, Marv. And shout out to the Incredible Hulk for gifting 2 memberships tonight. And shout out to Sumo Element that says, keep shining, maravillosos.
I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the oldie show where we bring those rare oldies for you guys. All right.
Hey.
A rato.